If you're over 60, this might shock you. You walk into the store. The meat looks fresh, red, pink, perfect. But what if I told you that fresh meat could already be expired? Many grocery stores use tricks, like chemical gases and rewrapping, to make spoiled meat look brand new. And for older adults like us, these hidden tactics can quietly risk our health. As we age, our immune systems weaken. What used to be safe, now isn't. So what exactly are grocery stores hiding behind those display cases? Let's uncover the truth and what you can do to protect yourself. Before we go further, hit subscribe to stay alert to food dangers stores won't tell you about. Let's keep you and your loved ones safe. Walk into any supermarket and you'll see rows of perfectly packaged meat. Beef that's bright red, pork that's pink, chicken that shines. It looks fresh, but appearances can lie. Many stores use carbon monoxide gas to keep meat looking red, even when it's old. This trick isn't illegal, but it's deeply misleading. The gas locks in color for weeks, while the meat quietly spoils. And for older adults, that's dangerous. Your body may no longer fight off bacteria like it used to. So while the meat may look ideal, it could already be past its peak, or even unsafe. But the tricks don't stop at color. Another shady practice? Repackaging. When meat gets close to its sell-by date, some stores simply wrap it again, with a fresher-looking label. Sometimes it's just a new sticker. Other times, a full overhaul. New plastic, new barcode, new date. But inside, it's still the same old meat. If you trust those dates without checking, you could be taking home meat that's been sitting for days, even weeks. For older adults with weaker immune systems, that's a serious risk. Bacteria like Salmonella or Listeria thrive in mishandled meat, and they can lead to severe illness. Or worse. And there's another problem: additives and injections. To make cheaper cuts of meat look better, some producers inject them with salty solutions, preservatives, and artificial coloring. It makes the meat look juicier, plumper, more worth it. But these additives aren't always clearly labeled, and for older adults, they bring serious risks. Too much sodium can raise blood pressure and strain your heart. Preservatives may upset digestion, especially if you already have sensitivities. If you're limiting salt or watching your diet, these hidden ingredients could quietly sabotage your health. Shocked that meat can be injected with all that? You're not alone. Most people have no idea. Share this video with someone over 60 who needs to hear this. And if you're learning something new, tap subscribe so you never miss an alert like this again. Cross-contamination is another silent threat. Meat that sits too long, even in the fridge, can grow dangerous bacteria. And in busy stores, workers may handle chicken, beef, or pork with the same gloves or tools. That's how bacteria like E. coli or Campylobacter spread from one product to another. The longer meat sits in open air or shared equipment, the greater the risk. For young people, a mild case might just upset your stomach. But for older adults, it can trigger serious infections, dehydration, or worse. This isn't just about freshness, it's about your safety. And then there's the label. Some stores no longer show clear, easy-to-read expiration dates. Instead, they use cryptic codes or tiny stickers, hard to read, especially for seniors. If you don't understand those codes, you could be buying meat that's already past its prime. And every extra day it sits increases the risk of foodborne illness. For older adults, that risk isn't minor, it's dangerous. Even the packaging can be misleading. Labels often say fresh or never frozen, but leave out when the meat was actually processed, shipped, or displayed. Some meat is frozen, thawed, and still sold as fresh. And without full transparency, we're left guessing, especially seniors. What's real? What's safe? When you can't trust the label, you have to know what to look for. So what can you do to protect yourself and your loved ones from these hidden dangers? Start with vacuum-sealed meat, clearly dated and properly stored. It's less exposed to air and bacteria and stays fresh longer. Always check the sell-by or use-by dates, and don't be afraid to reach for the ones in the back. If a label looks confusing or a code doesn't make sense, ask. Your health is worth that extra minute. Next, build a connection with your local butcher. Don't be shy. Ask how the meat was handled, how long it's been in the case, or when it arrived. A good butcher knows what's safe and what's been sitting too long. Sometimes, a simple question can protect your health or someone you love. But here's the truth. Too many people still don't know these risks, especially seniors. So if you found this helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone over Seriti. Subscribe for more eye-opening food alerts, because your health deserves the truth. At Longevity Killer, we uncover what stores won't, so you can live longer and smarter.